Now that is my Boogie Riff Phase 3. About a year ago I did several videos of all the individual phases that get you to that point, starting with a 12 bar in A, Phase 1, Phase 2. Obviously this is Phase 3. What you're about to see now is all those videos condensed onto one film, followed by a tutorial about how to get there. Even if you're a complete beginner and you're watching this thinking, I'll never be able to play that, well, you can. Just follow what's about to come on this vid. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I know my neck needs cleaning. When I change my strings next, I'm going to do that. But I was anxious to get this video done, so tough. Just have to bear with it. Right, the Boogie Riff itself obviously starts with a power chord. If I do the example on A. Okay, so once you've mastered that, put your third finger down on the 4th fret, go from one to the other like this. It's a small point here, I need to put this out. My finger is actually just touching the 3rd string, even though I'm not playing the 3rd string. So if I go too far in my pick, it's called an insurance note, the 3rd string will not ring. And when I play the riff itself, my pick is quite flat, so you don't get the effect of having the lower string going much louder than the other string. So anyway, after that, the riff evolves, so you're going to put your little finger down, for example. This is a 2nd bar of Phase 2. Use that little finger, don't be lazy and use your 3rd, because when you go really fast, you need to use your little finger. Now by Phase 3, what I'm doing, I'm doing an extra thing, I'm actually putting my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string as well. So the first bar of Phase 3 now sounds like this. Now that's quite tricky at first. You have to make sure that the finger, like when you play a chord, that 2nd finger there is clear of the 4th string, otherwise you'll mute it. You don't want that. Make sure they're both ringing. So that'll take a bit of practice. So that's the Boogie Riff itself. Now in bar 4 of each of the phases, I use some kind of pentatonic run. or just a scale. So for example, phase 1, simply coming down from the A, 2nd fret 3rd, open 3rd, to the G, to the E, 2nd fret 4th, to the open D. Now if I finish the scale off by the 3rd fret of the 5th string and the open 5th, later on in phase 1, that comes up the other way from the open A. Now by phase 2, I've changed it to put some rhythm into it. So I put an offbeat in 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and I'll reverse that later on. And 2, 3. That's what's happening in phase 2. And by phase 3, it's getting a bit more tricky. And also at the end of phase 2, I put a run in where I'm actually doing a minor pentatonic scale, not in its conventional position. Pull off to a power chord. And by phase 3, what I do with that is I kind of go up and down the scale just slightly to start with, the pull off. That's bar 4 in phase 3, just to make it a bit more interesting. And then towards the end, I've got that another run, quite a simple run really, but with pull offs in. And a tie there, so wait. And then the very last thing I do, this is the most advanced technique. So first of all, I'm actually playing a partial bar, 2 strings together. Little finger on the 8th fret. Then 2 strings together on the 7th fret of 3 and 2. And then on the 5th fret of 3 and 2. Finishing the scale coming down. Followed by an A7 chord. Partial A7 chord, that's on the 5th fret. It's not the conventional way of playing it. I've got 5th fret 4th string, 5th fret 2nd string, and 6th fret 3rd string. I'm actually having an open E with that, so I've got 2 E's there. Okay, now speaking of chords, at the end of phase 3, I'm using a partial 7th chord here. So I've got, think of it like a sort of triangular shape pointing towards the neck for my E here. 7, 6, 7, and then the same with the D. Same shape but down 2 frets. And if I invert that, so I flip it upside down, I can get to the A7 shape I did a minute ago. There you go, partial 7th chords, very useful.